When something's really important, it shows up in each of the four Gospels. And each of the four Gospels contains this new commandment, which, together with the greatest commandment, to love the Lord with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, and all your strength, are the foundation of the Christian faith. Here is that second commandment that Jesus gave to his disciples from the Gospel of John. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. No one has greater love than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. You are my friends if you do what I command you. I do not call you servants any longer, because the servant does not know what the master is doing. But I have called you friends, because I have made known to you everything that I have heard from my Father. You did not choose me, but I chose you, and I appointed you to go and bear fruit, fruit that will last, so that the Father will give you whatever you ask him in my name. I am giving you these commands so that you may love one another.
A bunch of years ago, Mary Ellen Ashcroft wrote a little book called Dog Spell. She called it a dogmatic theology on the abounding love of God. It is a reflection on what her dog, Clooney, has taught her about God. This sermon is adapted from a chapter from that book. In her household tips, Heloise offers wise counsel. If you want a shiny house with minimum effort, don't get a dog. Dogs are a mess. A dog will rub your furniture into a shade of gray. Muddy paw prints on your kitchen floor will herald spring. No prizes for guessing who made them. You can't know when your dog will chew the carpet, but you can be sure that she will. Unpredictability is your only guarantee with dog ownership. If you value tidiness and control, avoid getting a dog. Dogs interfere. An acquaintance or stranger will arrive at your house and your dog will greet her by licking her glasses. We sat one evening chatting at the dining room table until a guest started groping under the table. Always a gracious hostess, I watched her for a few minutes, then asked, "Is something wrong?" "I took off my shoes under here," she said, "and now I can't find them." Clooney had taken them into the kitchen to give them a loving massage. If you want to know where your shoes are, don't get a dog. Your dog will jump on beds, put her paw in your face to get your attention, chew your prized possessions. Your dog will roll in smelly things. Dog ownership leaves tracks all over your life. No more walking away from your house on some glorious vacation, a house sitter, a kennel. You need to think of your dog. When you pull out your suitcase, your dog will mope. When you're away, she might, like Clooney, poop and pee to let you know she's not happy. This is the wrath of dog. When you don't have a dog, you unlock your door and no one will rush to meet you. Your bed will remain unwrinkled, pristine. No fluffs of dog hair will line your floor or peek out from underneath your radiators. No little clumps of poop will appear in your yard or on your carpet. Excavation projects will not suddenly appear by the deck. Yes, if you want to control, to be in control, stay clear of dogs. And so it is with God. If you want control of your life, don't tangle with God. God is a mess, unpredictable, even dangerous. Tangle with God and you will find God tracks all over your life. You will be greeted in unexpected ways, knocked down in inopportune moments. You will find tables turned over. Nothing will be pristine and unwrinkled. You'll begin to wonder if anything belongs to you anymore? No. If you value tidiness, if you care for control, don't tangle with God. A rich young man came to Jesus eager for real life, and Jesus told him he needed to give up control. Get a dog. Let it chew through your stuff. Poor guy, he walked away sorrowing. He knew he wasn't a dog kind of guy. Dogs will shake all over you. They throw themselves in the water and scatter their blessings everywhere. You may be convinced that it's not just puppy love. You may claim you're ready for surprises, but you will never be fully prepared. God only knows for the changes that dog will bring into your life. You don't have to know a lot about dog ownership to get a dog. Your knowledge of dog anatomy can be limited. Your understanding of dog psychology abysmal. Often we've been given the impression that we can get ourselves ready for life with a dog by getting our acts together, engaging in excellent behavior, making an elegant profession. But that preparation doesn't really prepare us for life with a dog. Likewise, our spiritual preparations can be a protection against God. Sometimes I think, yes, I'd like to see Clooney and maybe even ask her if she'd go for a walk with me. Of course, I have to get up the nerve to even approach her. I've heard dog has very high standards and won't go with just anyone. She might disapprove of me, think I'm inadequate. Maybe I should wait and ask her later. That's what I'll do. I'll spend some time getting ready. Perhaps new walking shoes would help, or a new jogging outfit. That's it. I'll invest in new tennies and a matching jacket, but she probably doesn't want to go with me, even if I have new clothes. I could never in a million years be good enough. I imagine myself approaching Clooney, and I picture her response. Clooney hears that I'm considering talking to her, and she rolls her eyes and asks her secretary to take a letter. Madam, it has come to my attention that you have made frivolous, even sarcastic comments lately and have been guilty of letting the car run almost out of gas, so your husband has to fill it. You have also addressed me without proper reverence. I'm not even going to mention that second piece of chocolate turtle cake that you weren't even hungry for. You know that you cannot approach me until you set these matters right. Make sure that you have taken care of them entirely before I hear your footsteps in the hallway, your knock at the front door. Always your loving dog, Clooney. Perhaps a fitness plan to ensure a new spring in my step. No, I need to know more about walking and perhaps about dogs. I could check the library. A course at the community college offers courses on dogs. Then, exhausted in a moment of forgetfulness, I pick up my leash, and Clooney comes scrambling to her feet, dancing a whole body wag. She leaps, she runs to the door. She is ready to go anywhere with me. How could I have forgotten that? Godlike. God has no black book. Godlike. Dog takes the slightest indication on my part and multiplies it. The spark, the prayer. God help me. A response to an altar call, a word that even sounds like W-A-L-K. And before you know it, we're in a blaze of joyful, tail-wagging pleasure. I may say it over and over. No, get down. No dogs allowed. I'm sorry we don't take pets. Stay down. I hesitate just once. And there is God at my elbow, ready to greet me. A crinkle of a plastic bag, the tread of tennis shoes, that word, W-A-L-K, and Clooney is up, leaning over the gate. wagging her willingness. Amen.